Hey guys, welcome back to the Flippin Hippos channel on YouTube. This is Star, the Flippin Hippo. We're going to start a brand new series on here and try to run a video every Monday for what sold on eBay from the prior Monday through Sunday. A week at a time, a small video every Monday showing the last week highlights of sales. So it is the beginning of March. This is the first full week of March this week. So I figured it was a good time to start a new series. Very quickly, before I go over my screen share here with you guys, last Monday we had 42 packages go out the door. On Tuesday we had 8. On Wednesday we had 14. On Thursday we had 7. And on Friday we had lucky number 13. And that's just kind of an up and a down, which is normal for online sales. It is like a roller coaster. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days, you'll have mediocre days. And from one day to the next you can go up and down and up and down. And it's perfectly normal. As long as at the end of a week or a month you have the profit that is your goal, or the quantity of sales that is your goal, you're doing fine. For every day that's low sales, you're going to have a day that's high, like our 42, 8, 14, 7, 13. And then just to let you guys know, today is Monday, March 5th. We had 40 packages out the door with a total of 47 items in those packages. We had several multiple orders over the weekend, which was great. And we are still awaiting payment on 3 items. And after we went to the post office today at 4 p.m., we have only sold one thing. We have had offers all day this Monday, March 5th. From morning until night, we have had best offers coming in for $2, $3, $4, and $5, or half of what we're asking for. So our eBay isn't necessarily dead. It is alive and well. Cassini sees us. We're active. We're just getting a lot of really low offers and no response when we offer back with a reasonable offer of 10% off our asking price. So there is one offer we got that was reasonable. We sold a Nike jacket. So we'll go over that next Monday night for the sales from this week. For last week, I guess it would have been, let's look, February 26th through March 4th. I just picked like 10 items out of the overall sales that we had to kind of highlight my favorite sales, or sales that have a little bit of a fun story with them. So first we're going to look at this cat in the hat. He is only 7.5 inches long. This guy is very small. I think there was a photo of him. Yes. See how wee he is? He's wee little. And I still got $11 for him. And I think I paid 10 cents for him. So these popular characters in the plush are always good to pick up. Yeah, he was only an $11 sale. But since I only paid a dime for him, you're looking at $1.65, and then shipping $4.65, $4.75, 5, 6 and some change profit. I'm not that great at math, but that's a pretty good turnover for a 10-cent animal. That's this small too. I was afraid I wasn't going to get that much for him because of how small he was, but I did. Next we have this gorgeous shirt. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this, guys. Look at these tigers and this blue tie-dye. This beautiful shirt that has actually been in our store since last June. The reason it has been there for so long is because last June I was still kind of a newbie and I had this priced way too high. The minute we lowered the price down to a $14.25 from, like, I think I had it at 19 or 20, and that was just a normal newbie mistake. I thought it was a pretty shirt. I thought someone would pay 20 for it. No, they would not. But the minute we put it down to a more reasonable price, out the door it went. And his neighbor here, this shirt also, isn't this great, guys? Look at the graphics on this. This is a nice button front shirt with these jungle graphics and this tiger. I bought it on the same day as I bought the other tiger shirt, and I put it in the store for $20. And it sat since last June, and it went for $12.35. Here we have a Sinful Affliction women's shirt. This has actually only been in the store. It's been in the store for maybe 2 to 3 days. Maybe 3 days when it sold. These Sinful, these Affliction shirts, Sinful is by Affliction. The men's and the women's both are tremendous sellers. They flip fast and they flip for good money. This one was on the low end because it had damage. Here you can see where I've said overall good condition, but there were some pinprick sized holes on the shirt. And I showed them in detail and I talked about them, and the shirt still went for $15 used with that damage. So if you see Affliction or Sinful in the wild, it can be distressed, ripped, torn, it can have holes. It's still going to sell for a good price. Better if you can find it pristine or excellent used condition. Next we have a Tommy Bahama's Hawaiian shirt. Check this out. These graphics are amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? We hardly ever find these shirts here in Pennsylvania. These are a very rare find for us. I know our neighbors down in Florida find them all the time, but we just don't. This is rare. I believe this shirt was in the store for, it was less than a week. It was maybe 3-4 days. Keith listed this one. I can't be entirely sure, but it did go for $20. We paid $1 for this. Here we have these Salt Life men's shorts. They're swim trunks. They have some really great graphics on them. They sold for $20. We paid $1 for this. They were in the store for probably 5 days, I want to say. I listed them, and within overnight I got an offer for $10. They wanted to offer me half of what I had it up for. I bartered back and forth with that person for a while. They never bit. Pardon the pun, because of the fish. They didn't bite. And then a day later, I had another $10 offer. I went back and forth with that guy. He didn't want to bite, and overnight that night, so this was like day 3 or 4, they sold for full price at $20. So I'm glad that I held out when I had the offers on them and really held out for what I wanted. The Salt Life men's swim shorts do regularly sell for $20, even used, and I only paid $1 for them. Here I have a Claiborne men's pig suede coat. This thing has been in the store since probably last June, maybe even May. I paid $1 for it on 99-cent day. By the way, when I say I paid $1 for most of this stuff, I'm rounding up. We have 99-cent sales at our local thrift and at the Goodwill, so we get most of our stuff for 99 cents. This was one of those specials, but it had a lot of damage. It had 2 snag-leg falls on the front left sleeve, worn marks, scuffs on the back of the coat. It had a lot of flaws. It had a lot going wrong for it, but for $1, for it being pig suede, I went ahead and picked it up and listed it with the damage. It finally sold for a pretty good price, $28.22. And it did cost a little bit to ship. Of course, our buyer was in California. The heavy items never go close, do they? And then I just wanted to share my excitement here. These are some bad photographs. I don't even know what was going on. Like, they're blurry. I've been finding Lucky brand jeans in the wild. Probably my first pair I ever found was maybe last July or August. And ever since then, every time we go sourcing, I'll find 2 to 3 pairs for 99 cents. And then I'll see some others that are half off or full price. And they start at like $20, $14 at our thrift stores. So I never buy them unless I get them for 99 cents. These 2 pairs here that sold over the weekend were the first and second pair of Lucky brand jeans I have ever sold. I have been buying them on the regular when I find them for 99 cents, and I've been putting them in the store. This was another situation like these tiger shirts back here. I started them at $35. I want to say that when I comped them the first time last July or August, that at that time they were selling for that price, but we all know prices can change on eBay. There's a race to the bottom sometimes. The market gets saturated, gets flooded, everybody's selling them for cheap. So these were another item that I recently went back through with Keith. We recomped it, we dropped our prices, and boom, pair number 1 and pair number 2 sold over the weekend. And I'm not gonna be angry about what we got for them. We got $23.44 for this pair with these blurry pictures, and then we got $23.75 for this pair, which the pictures are good, but they're a size 8, which is, you know, a medium size. And we all know larger sizes do better. So I'm just excited that I finally sold some lucky jeans, and now that I've got the prices knocked down on all of them in my store, in our store, hopefully they will start to go out the door. And last but not least, these BKE women's jeans. I find these on the regular in the wild, 99 cents. I usually find 2 to 3 pair a month. They're not as I don't find them as often on the rack as I do the Lucky brand. This pair, I was really particularly proud of the photo. I think this looks fantastic. I actually really like these jeans. I like the, if this had been my size, guys, I would have kept it for myself. I don't know what it is about them. It's just this wash and these whiskers here and the contrast stitching on them. I just think these are such a fantastic pair of jeans. But they were not my size, so I didn't keep them, and I sold them for $26.72. So that's some of the highlights of what sold in our store. Hopefully, by watching this video, maybe you learned some items that you should be sourcing and learned from our mistakes of our pricing things too high. Maybe you want to check some things in your store and lower your prices, or just recomp once in a while, and you'd be surprised at what sells when you lower the price. If you like this video, guys, do me a favor and push the like button down below. If you haven't already and you would like to, please push the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.